What is up, YouTube fam? Robbie C here. We are out at George Ward Park once again. Feels like we're here like quite a lot, but it is definitely the closest course to my house that actually allows me to like throw shots and see shots. My closest course is actually my favorite course, and that's Inverness, but super tight woods and yeah, doesn't really do well.
So catch me if I fall.
Here continuing the series, 2 weeks to Maple Hill. I am several hours into field work, and as you saw in the last video, I have things that I'm working on for sure, but we wanted to get out to a course before going too far in and just kind of see with different changes that I'm making, feeling the compression and hitting and then firing the disc afterwards, things like that. What is it actually looking like on the course? Am I able to translate success from the practice reps into the net, the shadow swings into the rep? If I had to guess, by now I'm probably 400 or 500 shadow swings into trying to make this a reality. So we're gonna see what's actually translating, and then we're gonna head and meet with Mike this evening to kind of talk through like where are we feeling progress wise, to lay out the game plan as we continue forward. I do want to make a quick note in saying I do think that I might be getting to the course just a little earlier than I would normally feel comfortable, especially since I'm only just a few days into actually working through this form change with Mike. But we're on an accelerated timeline. So because we're on this accelerated timeline, we definitely need to make sure that we're adjusting accordingly, and thus we find ourselves on the course. Let's see how it goes on the box. So here we are on the box of one. We got the lav mic plugged in. We're focusing on sort of this idea. We're gonna go origin. So we're focusing on the idea of keep everything, keep the angle. Mike wants me to keep the angle here high, and then also quiet the left side. So we're gonna try to use this to put it here and then throw it out. So 7 o'clock, pointing to 7 o'clock, that's the idea. So we honestly might even start with it out there, come in here, crunch, and then throw out. So let's see how that goes. Okay. I feel like I focused so much on setting. I didn't get the crunch and the compression, but I felt like my left side was a little quieter that time, which is one of the main focuses we're getting right now. So. Oh, tree kicked it. Results of where it's going matter a whole lot less today than just simply feeling the right shot. That one, the first throw, we just literally did everything as normal. The second throw definitely had a lot more compression. Really didn't go that like far out, but I compressed and then I still just like did the yank and all that. So here, boom, throw out, throw out, throw out and finish. Okay, all hyzer. That went a lot farther, but still all hyzer. I'm wondering if I'm not committing to getting, if that committed to getting here. And what I'm doing, maybe I'm like my release angle's time too soon. Alrighty, so check the footage on that, and in a surprising turn of events, still really bad. So yep, we're gonna slow it down apparently, because that's what it's gonna take, is just slow, slow, slow. Don't actually feel like you're throwing the disc. Don't actually feel like you're doing anything productive. Just walk through the motions. Here, it's slow, slow, slow. Here, here, here. Slow, slow, slow. Here, here, here. When the hand comes in, the head needs to turn as well. Slow, slow, slow. That smoked a tree, but perhaps was okay. Feel versus real is the worst. The worst. So we keep feeling like we're actually doing something good in terms of we keep feeling like we're gathering here, gathering here. That's what we keep feeling like we're doing, when in reality, we're just here and we're doing it. So we're just gonna over exaggerate. We're gonna make this painful. Not really, but we're gonna make this really feel it. Head was way over the line. But I don't know, Mike, when you're watching this, like, I'm breaking the feel versus real of getting this to not feel like I'm going like I feel like I'm having to tell myself do this, when in reality I just want here. But because I'm so far back here and the left arm's doing nothing, I don't know what it is about this course. I can't play this course without trying to say something during the middle of the chimes. Okay, that was a laser coming out of my hand. Completely wrong direction, but it was a laser, so let's see what that was. Worst hole, worst feeling in all of Birmingham. JK, but actually not at all. Up, up, up. Here, pow, out. Out. Doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be anything crazy. Doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be anything crazy. Doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be anything crazy. Yep, that's a sail, so that makes sense. Angle, angle. I don't want to go up. That's the thing, is I'm having a hard time not wanting to swing up, but also quiet the left side to feel like I'm doing anything, because I feel like I'm short stroking it there, which is causing me to yank it because I'm never getting to 7. Like I can't, yeah. I think I'm mentally struggling to get to 7. Problem is, with this, I guess I'm not hitting it right. I'm not doing things right because everything's coming out on hyzer. So am I releasing too early? Am I not hitting 10 o'clock? Questions. So we're coming through, maintain the angle. I'm gonna go here so that I can push out. Yeah. Does that feel weird? Does that feel like a bad idea to have it on the bottom side so I can push out to it? Nope. Still threw it left, like an idiot. Still threw it left, like an idiot. Whew. This is not doing much for the old confidence sake, I will tell you that. I'm trying to maintain the angle. There's the shoulder gap that we want right there. Here, 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 here. Yeah, I just feel like 10 o'clock I'm left on everything. So I don't know how I'm not finishing the hit, because I feel like I'm finishing the hit, but obviously I'm not. Here, here, here. This is behind. Okay, so I gotta get it out. But how do I get it out? How do I get the disc out without pushing out? Because it has to get to 7 o'clock. We want 7 o'clock. This is ideal. Right here. This is ideal. Get to this position, Crawford. But I feel like I'm too far out there, because if I fire out, I guess. Nope, we fired left like we expect to. It mushed. It's really far. This is, this journey is not for the light of heart, everybody, especially if you've played a lot of disc golf. All right, this last one is a little back, and like you're at a little bit of an angle here, just so you know. Super uphill. I just want to like clarify here that this is not an easy process. This can be, and for me right now, is a very disheartening process. It's just like, man, we are so many hours into work of feeling like, yeah, oh man, we're doing it, we're hitting the right stuff. And then just, it feels like zero translation to actual success on the course. So I just feel like I had a lot of high hopes coming into this of like, man, if this goes really well today, that could translate to success. Like, that can mean that the goal is like actually achievable. And I think I'm just walking out of today's round not feeling that way at all, like not feeling that success in the slightest. And so my role as Robbie C is to stay in the positive corner for everyone else. And I'm grateful for Mike, because Mike can be my cheerleader, but at the same time is very real with me. And I just feel like, feels very lonely. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Okay, here we go. Angle. We posted. We posted. That was a shot. Hit the wall. Thank you. Let's jump over to hopefully Mike and I breaking this down to see if we can extrapolate any positives from this.
I talked to Robbie today just before he went out to do this round, and I spoke with him afterwards, and he went on an emotional journey. It is what it is. I've been there many times myself, whether it's pool, whether it's anything. And the fact, and I said this on our last live stream, the fact that he is candid and just being transparent on this is awesome. And I think a lot of people will be able to learn from it. So you will see as we go through the holes, Robbie sent me a text and literally asked a request of me in it, which was this. He said, I ask that you watch all 9 videos before finalizing thoughts, because there's a lot of mental development that happens during all of this, and most of it is not positive, right? And that's just human nature. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just being, how we feel sometimes when we're facing adversity and confusion and going down this stuff. So because he asked me that's exactly what I did. I just watched them. And then, like I said, over dinner, I rewatched them again just because I wanted to make some notes and do that. But I wanted just to kind of not really stop it and take the journey of the 9 holes with you, right?
Yeah.
And by the end, there's definitely a difference. I told Robbie I have found some things in here. I did not tell him, for all of you watching, I did not tell him what it is yet. I did say to him, though, that there are things that he doesn't know, and he doesn't have a trained eye yet. So what he saw in there, he actually made some improvements. There's progress in this. And that's where I wanted to set all this in context. As much as Robbie knows, there's a lot Robbie doesn't know. And on top of it, to get your body to do something in what you focus on really can muddy the waters, right? It's easy to be objective going, hey, that doesn't look right. Well, what's wrong? I don't know, but it just doesn't look right. And then they on top of it have all the feelings and of like, where's my body trying to do this? This is your first throw. That was pretty quiet.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't get all the way back.
No, that's definitely quieter. Okay, so there's your, it's about the same.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay, now, who does that remind you of? That's Macbeth. That's Superman. Yeah. That's great. That isn't above your shoulder. It isn't moving. You were doing this before, like on some of them you were up and then you were swooping in and doing all that stuff. That's quiet, Robbie. So out of the gate, look how your shoulders turned. Look how let's go into here, your right shoulder's protracted a little bit. That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
So your practice... And Robbie was having fun with his net on an inclined driveway and discs rolling around the corner in the front yard. Those were fun. That's good. That's really good. You look how you drove down.
So it's okay that the arm extends there as the left side drives in. Like that's fine, or is that will fix it? So there's almost like this. So the left arm drives in and then the right arm finishes straightening out there. That's
well,
okay?
What you did is you dropped your left arm. So you were out here and you dropped your left arm in, but your left shoulder hadn't closed, but your disc hasn't started moving forward yet either.
Yeah.
Now it did. So as the disc starts moving forward right there, you start closing.
And we're trying to get things around the corner.
Trying to get things around the corner. You did a lot of things well, but there's one key thing that I was hoping that would take care of itself and that it hasn't. And it made me dig down into even your training where you lower your head and then you come back up, right?
Yeah.
Do you see anything what's going on here? Does anything jump out at you before I tell you?
I mean, the height of the disc is changing a lot. So it goes from like, it gets above torso-ish on the pop. Mm-hmm. And then when it comes in, I bring it below, and then from there, I feel like I've collapsed everything. So
Let's dissect that. Okay. That's exactly it. I'll show you on the next one. Your height difference is like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about this. This is killing your power. If I'm up here, I know it's hard to see as we do this like we normally do when I'm sitting in the chair. If I'm up here and I dip down, I can't open the door fast.
Yeah.
The minute I change my level and land, I'm going to call it land the plane, is the minute you can do nothing. And that's why sometimes you lower.
Yeah. Which gets the head falling into it. Yeah.
Which gets the head driving down. And here's what happens at the hit. If I'm driving down, this is why your palm is up sometimes, because you're trying to get rid of the disc.
Yep.
You've lost all leverage. If I'm here and I decide to move down, I've lost it all. I've lost everything. So your new thing is going to be this week, and we're going to work on different ways. This is why I'm saying could be your biggest speed bump. Again, when we fixed the other day, I was hoping that it would because I saw it in the Christmas vlog videos. I told you, I took a bunch of notes and I'm like, this is getting worse. He's dropping a level. The body's coming up and coming back out. I was hoping that if we went for 10 o'clock, that it would be level. As we move through these, some of your practice ones are like A to B. You stand there and go, okay, I need to be here. Boom, 10 o'clock. Look at my arms doing. Boom. You're not doing this.
Yeah.
This descent is doing so many bad things, right? So the fact that we uncovered this and the fact that it didn't take care of itself is no big deal because you're doing other things right. If you were doing all these other things, we didn't lock in the last day and a half. So you actually made a lot of progress. You had one Achilles heel that was going, all this effort, guess what? I'm going to screw it all up for you, right?
Classic.
I don't like swinging up because people will come back down. I like being here, turning the corner, coming through and snapping at the same level. You're 6'4", how tall are you?
Yeah, 6'3".
6'3". That's a big percentage of your height.
Yeah.
That's huge in what? 4.5 feet from there to there?
Yeah.
Ish, 4 feet. That's probably 1.5 feet. And look how there's your hyzer. That's why you keep losing it to the left in hyzer or yank it to the right. Because when you yank it to the right, you're like, bullshit, I'm hanging on to this thing and I'm going to turn the corner and it goes like that, right? Because your body's already going like this. And then you're like, I'm just going to hang on to it and I'm going to turn the corner. And then you fire the disc in the right way because you've already got to a lower level and then you open the door
around it the whole way.
Yeah, because you turned the corner and went, well, I guess this is our new level. Let me throw it over here, right? So when you try to hit your 10 o'clock, it's descending and you're trying to save it and you just lose it left with no power. This is a huge key of what we're going to work on by the end. When we go to this, we'll have it. But I want you A to B. And this is not going to be as foreign to you as you think, because your practice ones are, a lot of them are A to B. You know?
Yeah. Hey guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Birdie fam, glad you were here. If you are not part of the Birdie fam and you want to see this entire experience and these background interviews and the coaching sessions that we do, there's a lot of fun content at the Birdie fam. You can find a link at patreon.com/Robbie C Disc Golf. In the meantime, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, that you do not feel lonely out there, because do know that you have us in your corner ready to cheer. So please have an amazing rest of the week. Please make it fantastic for someone else too. But for now, I'm going to leave you with the birdie.